Firewood stand is moving some product. I am happy about that. This is the Firewood stand that was over at the trailer dealer at a very busy intersection. It's been out there for about 4 or 5 months now, and I had to pull it, and I brought it back to the farm here. And now I've got it set up right next to my other Firewood stand, and in the last 48 hours there's been 2 of the $40 stacks that has moved out of here on this property, which is, interestingly enough, and I've shared this before in other videos, when that stand was back in town at kind of the busier intersection, it was probably in a more convenient area to a lot of people. And when it was set up over there, I didn't get any sales here at the farm for months. But that stand back at the other location just had way too much theft, so it's just not going to work out. But I'm happy that now that I've got it back here, product's moving, everything's going to be just fine with this. The product is moving out of here, and I know next week I've got orders for, I think, 4 cords. I started advertising on Facebook Marketplace some discounted cords because I want this pile out of here, and I don't necessarily want to just move the wood from here and stack it in places like that or elsewhere on the property. I've been doing that for weeks, months really. There was almost 40 cords of wood here, and most of it has been moved out to other locations. Some of it's been sold, but there's still several cords of wood here, and I would love to just get it out of here without having to move it again. I don't know if you guys saw my last video, but we shared an experience that we had. We went to Australia, and while we were there, we toured a Christmas tree farm. And I didn't really share anything else about our trip, but we've got a family member that lives over there. This is our second time ever being to Australia. We went in 2020 for the first time and just love it over there. It's a great time, and the area that they live in is just gorgeous, and there's loads to do. So we had a great trip. We spent 2 weeks, and that was 2 weeks not on the farm. So we have been playing catch up this week, and this week we've been mowing, we've been organizing some things, trimming. Tomorrow morning we actually have an event where some Cub Scouts are coming out to do a fishing derby on the farm, so we had to get everything kind of cleaned up and groomed for them. So all around the pond has been trimmed, and everything is starting to look pretty good. In the past week, we planted our flower patch in our 2+ acre sunflower field. So that's all been done. Didn't film any of that. I was just focused on getting done. It was unbearably hot and miserable, and we just wanted to get it done. So everything's done, and with the rain that we've gotten, I can see lots of stuff sprouting here. I am concerned that some of the seeds that we put into the plastic might have washed away with some of the heavy rain, and I'll just need to wait another day or so and see if we're getting good germination up through the plastic. But the stuff that I direct seeded outside of the plastic, I can see lots of plants coming up. So while we were away, we published a video that I filmed almost a month ago now, but I picked up some free wood that I got from a tree service to cut into firewood, and I shared some opinions about that experience, and some of you guys absolutely lost your minds. Now pause this video right now if you did not go see that video, and then go back in my video history and go back 2 videos, because that was the one where I said I got tree service wood and I regretted it. And boy, you guys let me have it in the comments. And here we are. This is the scene of the crime that I committed in that video, where I did the awful thing of sharing an opinion, which, you know, whatever. I kind of opened myself up to that on some of these videos where I share some of my thoughts and feelings and experiences, and I know I'm going to get a certain amount of pushback sometimes on some things. I'm a big boy, I can handle it. Now the majority of you, if that video was viewed, I don't remember, 7,000 times or so, there were many hundreds of you who gave that video a thumbs up. There were dozens of you who commented in some form of agreement with what I had to say. But there were a few dozen of you who commented with various forms of, I should be thankful for what the tree service gave to me, which I am. I'm just not thankful for the amount of time that I had to invest in it. Now, initially, what I shared in that last video was just 3/4 of a cord of wood that I picked up in my dump trailer here. It was 45 minutes away, and there was about 30 minutes to load it, so I had 2 hours just in getting that wood to the farm and then I had to cut it, then I had to split it, then it had to be stacked. My buddy Jeremy helped me with some of that. So all told, we've got over 5 hours invested in 3/4 of a cord, and that's just not healthy business. Now, if I was looking to obtain wood to heat my home and I had no other way to get that wood, sure, I'd be thankful for whatever I can get and whatever it took to get it. But I am doing a firewood business, and there is no justification whatsoever for me to invest that much time in 3/4 of a cord. So some of you guys thought I was whining and complaining in that video, and I've shared some other videos over the past 6 to 12 months where I've shared some different experiences that things didn't quite go my way, or I shared some things that I was disappointed in. There was even one guy who said he wishes my business would go out of business, which I feel really bad for you. I've never wished that upon anyone, and I hope you find some kind of fulfillment in your life so that you can just go about your day and feel good about what you're doing without having to wish harm on anyone else. But my business is going to do fine because I know my numbers, I know my marketing, I know my customer base, I know my competition, and if one thing's for certain, no one's going to outwork me. But I think what it really comes down to, and this is kind of a challenge for you men out there, a lot of men, I've been guilty of this at times myself, are just so emotionally unavailable. You have to always be tough. You have to always absorb whatever hits and punches come your way. And you have to, do whatever it is that you do to survive for yourself, to provide food for your family, to keep a roof over the head, and, pay all the bills and do all the things. Like, I get it. I get it. It's okay to open up and tell other people that you're disappointed in something, or you're not happy with the way things are going, or you wish things went differently. It's okay. Open up. I share plenty of that stuff on my videos because I've got now 6 years, hundreds of videos worth of footage, millions and millions of views, and many hundreds of comments from people over the years who have thanked me for the experience that I'm sharing. So I know there are people out there looking to do some level of what I'm doing on my farm. It could be tree farming, it could be firewood, it could be flowers, it could just be kind of rural property management, or someone who wants to acquire some land down the road. Doesn't really matter. There are many different parallels to what I'm doing on my farm, and the content that I make helps people navigate those processes if they're trying to go through it on their own. And that's why I share my opinions, good and bad, for how things are going on the farm here. And I'm not going to stop. If you guys have a problem with that, you should probably stop watching. So there was one other comment that kind of caught me off guard, and I forget the name. I didn't write it down, sorry, but it said, looks like the comments aren't going your way. And yeah, I mean, I don't really care. There wasn't a way that I wanted the comments to go. I don't care. It's that none of the videos I've ever made are made for the purpose to seek your affirmation. What I do look at, having a marketing and analytics background, is all of the data that YouTube provides in my videos, and we can see all the engagement points, right? How long someone watches a video, where they drop off, if they give a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Both are engagements in YouTube's eyes. If they comment, all of that kind of stuff. And the videos that get more engagements are the ones that get recommended more by YouTube, and they're the ones that end up getting more views. What I know time and time again is when I share a difference of opinion, those videos get more engagements and end up getting more views. So that's another reason I'm not going to stop. What I do enjoy seeing in the comments is dialogue, healthy dialogue, where individuals are trying to share something for the betterment of the community, either sharing an experience or sharing a suggestion or something like that. And there is way more of that than the name calling and the kind of negative stuff that you see from time to time. And I'm really thankful for the community that I have grown on this channel over the last 6 years, because the overwhelming majority of people out there are looking to just help others in their daily life. And you can tell in the comments by the type of comments, suggestions, feedback that comes in on a regular basis. So for that, you guys stick around, stay awesome. I appreciate you. I look forward to your comments in this video. Not seeking your affirmation, but I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.